Hello everyone and welcome back to Custom NPCs! We're here again at the HQ in the Netherlands. As you guys remember, this is the place where I did my last few Custom NPCs tutorial. Everything's still here. Who is that? Hello? That's a bit strange. I think this is an NPC. Oh, it is. Oh, okay. Well, we'll get rid of you because we don't need you right now. But anyway, welcome back everyone. Today, I have a few special things I'm going to be showing you how to do, including creating a dead body, as in like a sort of NPC lying on the floor, kind of spread out a bit. We're going to be creating a battlefield, as in like a sort of war scenario, so two teams fighting against each other continuously, so it'll just keep on going forever. And I'm also going to show you how to make sneak attack NPCs, which are basically NPCs that I sneak attack. If you guys remember, in some episodes of Heroes of Generals, I'm sneak attacking NPCs as they sort of guard the area or patrol around, and that's what we're going to be doing. So I hope you guys enjoy. Thanks for watching. Right, so for creating a dead body, what we're going to do is we're going to spawn in a new NPC. So here we have one right here. His name is Athy. Hello Athy, how are you doing? We can't really punch him or anything, but what we're going to do is, because basically there's three teams. There's aggressive, neutral, and friendly. Ignore this one. This is one I made up that... In fact, I could just remove that now, really. There we go. We have three factions. Aggressive and friendly are the two ones that'll be fighting each other a lot. Especially if you're making videos and if you have a lot of battle scenes in them. What we're going to do is we're going to set this guy to neutral. As you can see, his name kind of turns yellow as well. And basically... By the way, sorry if I sniff a lot, I've got a really stuffed up nose. But we could just change, let's change his body, let's change his name to Dead Body. We can hide his name as well, so that it doesn't show. But what we're going to do now is we're going to go click on him, AI, movement, and for his animation, you're going to change that to lying. And what you could do is you could change the rotation slightly as well if you want, so he's not completely lying in a straight line. There we go, right. We've basically, so this is like what usually, this is usually how people make dead bodies on the floor, but you can still punch them, and they might even punch you back or not even sit down again, which is a problem, and you know that doesn't really happen. So what we're going to do is, see here on the display tab, we're going to make it so, has living animation, we're going to set that to no, we don't want it to have a living animation. So now, as you can see, his arms don't slightly move or anything like that. It doesn't look like he's still alive. What else we could do is we could actually change the texture of him to Wounded Steve. Here we go. Oh god, now he really looks beaten up. Okay, so now we have the dead body on the floor, but we could still punch him, which is a problem. He's supposed to be lying down. He's supposed to not take any damage. So what we want to do is on AI, when it says unfound enemy, you're going to change that to do nothing. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to stats, I believe. Resistance. Ah, here we go. So you click on resistance and set all of these to the highest. And what that means is now when we punch him, he just stays where he is and he doesn't come attack us, you know. But we don't want to make it so that when you punch him too much he dies, because that wouldn't make sense because he's technically already dead. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to stats again. And change his health to something like 9,999. Something like that. So that means now if we shoot him with, say we had a Thompson, and we're in a battle, we're kind of fighting people, and if we accidentally shoot him, it's like, okay, well at least he's not dying, you know, he's still there. Now, to make it so that, as you can see, if I shoot him now, he kind of, oh, there's another thing. We have to make it so we can't interact with him. Right now, if you right-click him, he says, hello, Sky. That's quite easy. You just right-click him again with the wand, you go to Advanced Aligns, Interact, and you just remove that. There we go. So now when you right-click him, he doesn't say anything. You can still shoot him, and the way to fix this, and this actually gives it a more realistic look of the dead body as well, actually, is you go to Advanced, and then where it says no job, there's basically different jobs you can assign an NPC. But in our case, we're going to give it the puppet job, which is near the end. Puppet, there we go. Right, now if we click edit, as you can see, it gives us a preview of what he looks like. We can kind of see him in the background there as well, which is good. So we're going to change his arms. We're going to kind of put them down a bit and spread out slightly. Maybe rotate it slightly. And his other arm down a bit. Kind of spread out there. And now if we look at him, you can see his arms are kind of spread out on the floor. And we could do the same with the legs as well. So if we go back to advanced and then edit, we change his legs so that he is sort of going out. There we go. And this leg, sort of down and outwards. There we are. So now his legs and his arms are all kind of on the floor as if he's lying on the floor. We could change his head rotation as well if you want to be fancy about it. Usually when I'm recording, I don't really change the head's position because, you know, not many people really take to look into too much detail on the sort of dead people on the floor. But here we go. So I've changed his head and stuff, and it actually looks like he's just sort of collapsed on the floor. Very sad indeed. But we're gonna get some blood as well, which is also, this is part of custom NPCs, by the way. This blood block, which is good. And what I like to do is I either place blood near the feet or the head, and sometimes by the side. It depends on which block is sort of nearest. Usually if there's a block right under the feet, I place blood there. So this kind of looks like he's sort of being shot at or something, I suppose. It's not really a nice sight, is it? Whew, but yeah, that's how you make that's how I usually make the dead bodies that you see on the battlefields in my videos. And if we use the mob cloner, we can actually save him as dead body. And then if we go around, these are all just different clones I have, but if you use the cloner tool and you right click somewhere, you can actually place them down again. And we have a bunch of dead people. And we can actually change the rotation. I usually change the rotation of the bodies after I've placed them, just so they don't all kind of face the same way. It doesn't make sense. 250. These are just random rotations. You could use any you want, of course. So as you can see here, this block is right underneath the feet. So if I place a blood block there, it looks like it's actually underneath him, which is really cool. Same with the head one here. His head's quite close to there. So there you go. That's how you make sort of dead people. It's not the nicest thing though, but you know, it adds a bit more realism to the videos. Well, that's how you make it. That's how you do it. This skin, by the way, comes with the mod as well, so that's another good thing. Alright, time to start the battlefield. In this part of the tutorial, basically what I'm going to show you guys is setting up two teams and having them fight each other across a large area. Now, in this case, the large area is this sort of garden I have. So what we're going to do is one team's going to spawn there, and another team is going to spawn here. Ignore all these guys, these are just NPCs I've been messing around, but time to begin. So what we're going to do is first we're going to make our two teams. And to do that, I'm going to place an NPC. Let's call this guy a blue soldier, because he's in the blue team. I tell you what, we'll call him allied soldier. He could be the good guys, okay? And we're going to give him a sword as well. And now, basically, you can give him armor, you could give him a weapon as well, but in this case we're not gonna, because there's not really much point. I do have another tutorial where I show you how to add sort of armor to the NPCs and stuff, which is really cool. You guys should check that out as well, it's really good. But anyways, we've given him a sword, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna make it so that he goes on a certain path. Because what I like to do is, to make these battles, what I do is I have two teams on each side, and then I set a sort of pathway that they walk along, and then their pathway usually meets somewhere in the middle of the battlefield, and that's basically where they all start fighting each other and stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the path wand, which is right here, the NPC pather. I could get rid of this now. Sort of tidy up my inventory. So the allied soldier, what we're going to do is we're going to right click him. We're going to go to AI, edit, and then where it says moving type, we're going to change that to moving path. There we go. And pauses, we can make it so we'll make it so he doesn't pause, and so that he doesn't interact with anyone. And yeah, there we go. So now, if I right click on him, and then I right click, like say I right click over here, what he's going to do is he's going to walk between those 2 points that I've set. And if I do another one here, he'll kind of walk to that one, then back to that one, then back to that one, and he'll kind of go in a circle, sort of. You know, you can add as many as you want. You could just spam them if you want, but we're not going to do that. We're going to actually place waypoints. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this guy. I'm going to delete him because I want to go place him over here instead. This is an allied soldier we have here. And we're going to set his pathway to this. I'm just right clicking on the floor towards the garden. There we go. So now he's gonna walk, and he's gonna keep walking until he reaches the garden. And we can place a few more of him down, actually. We can place another allied soldier. Make sure you're no more than 30 blocks apart, the little waypoints you set, otherwise it kind of glitches out and they don't really follow the path. Let's have one more. We'll have 2 teams of 3, shall we? Then he comes in here. And over here he goes. Right, now we can have the enemies. Now, I don't know if I want to delete these guys, because I think these guys are in the same clan, which isn't too good. I'll just sort of spam delete all these people. There we go. Right, so we have our 3 allied men over there. Oh, who's this? Oh, we have another soldier. I think we have a few more. Just get rid of those. We have our 3 soldiers. They're kind of moving forward and back along there. And now what we're going to do is I'm going to freeze the NPCs real quick by right-clicking the air with the wand. And now we're going to place the enemy soldiers. And I'm going to call this enemy soldier. And he is going to be from the faction. If we go to advanced and then factions, he'll be aggressive. Now he hates the people who are over there. He's going to kill them. And we're going to save him, actually, just before we do anything, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to place him. So now I'll set him on a path to go to the middle. And hopefully they will fight each other, if I am correct. Oh, of course I've frozen them, haven't I? Now, if I'm correct, they should fight each other. And if not, I might know why. Here, we'll have a few more, shall we? Yeah, they're not fighting each other. Okay, I know the reason why they're not fighting each other, though. So we'll fix that real quick. After I've placed a few more. Right, so the reason they're not fighting each other is because they've been told that when they see an enemy, they're not supposed to attack them. Now, to fix this, we're going to right-click. We're going to go to Advanced Factions and click Attack Hostile Factions. We're going to turn that on. And what that means is now that guy's going to attack those guys over there. And we'll just do the rest of these guys. Make sure they're all going to attack you as well. Right, so now they'll attack enemy factions. As you can see, he's running towards them. He's like, ah, come back here. And now they're fighting each other. Oh god, it's a massive brawl. And he's died. They've all died. Oh no. Oh god, wow, the allied factions are actually... Okay, never mind. I was going to say they're winning, but they're not really. Wow, he killed them instantly. Right, so I'm going to freeze them all again. I'm going to go over to these guys. I'm going to make it so they attack enemy factions as well. There we go. And this guy. Oh, whoops. Enemy factions. Now, what we can do also, if we want the battle to last longer, is I can click on these guys. And I can go to... If I right-click them with the wand, and then I think it's stats. And then you click respawn, and you can set the time to 2. What that means is when they die, they'll basically respawn much faster. Which is good, because we want them to respawn. Because we want the battle to keep on going. We want it to look like there's tons more people coming around. So like when they die, there's another person. It's kind of like a sort of illusion, I suppose. A little bit of magical trickery. Oh, there we go. Right, so if we unfreeze them, both teams will come towards the battlefield. As you can see here, the allied soldiers are moving up. Oh, one of them's stuck, I think. Oh, there we go. Oh no, but here's the enemy. Have they spotted each other? I don't think they have. Okay, the enemy appear to be going back because they haven't actually spotted any of the allies. What I could do to fix this is... I'll right-click him again, and I'll set another waypoint here. For this guy, I'll set another waypoint here. And we'll have them fight again. Right, let's see if this works. This should work. These guys are coming in. The enemies are over here. This guy doesn't appear to be moving. Are you okay, sir? You know where you're going? I think he doesn't know where he's going. There we are. This guy's going back a bit early. But as you can see, they're fighting each other, and as soon as they die, 2 seconds later, they teleport back to where they were. So they basically respawn. But from our perspective, it just looks like there's more of them coming around. So watch, see that red guy died? And he'll sort of disappear. And then if we wait a bit, you'll notice he comes around the corner again. And it looks like there's another friend's come to help them or something. And that's basically how you have a huge fight. So these guys are all just going to keep fighting and attacking each other. All this little army of Steves, I suppose. Yeah, that's it. That's basically it. GG, well played. Good job. Allied soldiers appear to be struggling though. I mean, I think the enemy have basically attacked them enough times for them to maybe retreat. Right, on to the next part. Alright, the final tutorial, showing you how to make a sneak attack NPC. Now this one is actually fairly easy. What we're going to do is, you're probably wondering why I'm on the roof, and it's because we're going to do a little roof mission. So what we're going to do is we're going to place an NPC here. His name is Koan. And he is actually an enemy, but you see the problem is, if he was an enemy he would attack me. And we want to sneak attack him, so what we're going to do is we're going to right click him. Advanced factions, we're going to set his faction to neutral, and we're going to click him again. We're going to make it so it hides his name. We're going to go to advanced, no, not advanced, we're going to go to AI movement. We're going to set him on a pathway, and what I want him to do is I want him to just continuously walk back and forth along this rooftop. So now he's just going to walk, he's going to keep walking. Now what we're going to do now is you're going to go to stats, and we're going to set his health to 1. And we're going to set his respawn time. And we're going to make it so he doesn't respawn, which is good. So now what's going to happen is he's going to keep walking along this roof. And we're going to pretend we're some sort of assassin. Or kind of say we're an assassin, we're making our way up along the roof side. And then we look around and we're like, oh, there's a guy on the roof. I think it's a guard. I think he's on a patrol. What we do is we're going to wait for him to come back here. And as soon as he comes back, he's going to loop around again. And whilst he's looping around, we're going to sneak attack him. And kind of like a knockout, we're going to just punch him in the head, I suppose. Right, so say he's turned around. Then we go behind him. 3, 2, 1. Oh, get him! And he's dead! We got him. We sneak attacked him. And it's that simple. That's how you make a sneak attack NPC. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please remember to like. And you can subscribe if you want. You don't have to, but it does help a lot. And I'll see you guys in the next tutorial. Please let me know in the description, or the comment section I should say, if there are anything, if you have any issues with this tutorial, or there's anything I've missed out on, please let me know, and I will be fixing that as soon as possible. Thanks again, goodbye, and good day.